Welcome to Outlier Show. Your host Rizwan Rashid, and today's story is an ordinary story, but has an extraordinary ending. And that ending is creating the new momentum, the new horizon, and new perspective for many, giving birth to an outlier who is living on the outskirts of human potential, doing something amazing. This story is just like orderly, like you and me, where we starting our life, personal and professional, and something happened that makes that life to crushing stop, where we can't see, feel, or observe moving forward. But this person was able to not only transform her life, but life of many. I've been longing to have her on my show because she is a true aspiration for all the ladies and girls out there who is looking to enhance their self to the next level. And she stand tall when I call her single mom millionaire. She exudes authority in her profession. And in 2021, ladies, listen to this carefully. When you are looking to enhance your financial power, be power in your own self, you want to listen to her interview and listen carefully how she had transformed her life. Please help me welcome the single mom millionaire, the person who is making and out on the way to make so many more millionaires, Sadhana Sabharwal. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rizwan, for having me. I'm so honored to be here.
Sadhana, wonderful. The perspective or the form of my show is that we already describe you as an outlier doing something amazing. How do you describe yourself as an outlier?
That's a loaded question. I have been an outlier. I would have to say once I became single. So after I got divorced about 20 years ago, my ex-husband left me and I was thinking, like I have three boys, and all of a sudden I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, how am I going to raise them? What am I going to do? And that's where my journey of an outlier began.
Mhm.
So when I would be looking at my kids, and at the time they were 9, 11, and 13, I would be like, Mom, we need $2, or Mom, we need $5. But as they got older, it was more like, Mom, we need $50, or Mom, we need $100. And my job was such that I work as a law clerk, and I still do because I love my job. My job was not that it was going to double my income overnight. That wasn't going to happen. So I started looking for extra reasons or extra ways to make money. So that is where real estate came into my life. And for the last 12 years, I've been doing real estate investing. I have become a millionaire through real estate investing. So I can basically say that I have turned that tragedy, which nowadays is so common, into an opportunity for myself and my kids.
So now everybody want to know that you started this, you understand the real estate market. What was the first opportunity? What was the first thing, first real estate deal happen, and how did it all happen?
So my full-time job, as I said, is as a law clerk. So I was always looking for opportunities. So what I started off by doing was doing second mortgages. So when my ex-husband left me, thank God he left me with a roof over my head. Yes, with three kids, be it, but no other financial assistance. So for me, I started by getting a small line of credit on my house and I started doing second mortgages. So what that meant was that I would borrow the money. At that time, it was 6% on my line of credit, and I would lend it out at 12 to 14%. So just to get that extra income. But then my life changed when one of the clients came into the office and she was renewing her mortgage on a property that she owned. And I looked at her mortgage amount and it was something like $350. I was just floored because I thought, wait a second, my car payment is more than that. So how is that possible? And I started asking her more questions, and that is actually where my journey began. And I just started learning and learning and just couldn't stop after that. So I again that opportunity of a client, because so many times we're timid and we don't ask questions. So when I spoke to this lady, or when I was serving her at the office, I started asking questions. And then she invited me back to her house and said, "Why don't you come over? I'm starting a mini club for real estate." And then that's where I would go there. I think it used to be every Tuesday night they would have a meeting. And that's where it all began for me. And then you just start to learn. And then once you learn, I find that is where the confidence comes in, and your fear is eradicated. Because what is fear? At the end of the day, fear is lack of knowledge, in my opinion. So once you have knowledge and you take action, there's nothing to stop you. Nothing can stop you as long as you have your reasons why you want to be successful. And for me, my reasons were my three boys, my three growing boys.
Now we got this. You make this deal. You find there was an opportunity. You close that deal, and you come up with this idea in order to generate more. And this opened new doors for you. You got into more.
So after I started learning, then obviously when you're going into a meeting, you see other people's successes as well, and that fuels your fire. And then that's where I just started going from there. And then I got my very first property, or one of my I like to call them in the beginning, because I was just on a roll. So I bought a sixplex with no money down. I borrowed the 25% from one of my family members, and then I got the 75% from the seller. All I had to do was come up with some closing costs, which were like $3,000, $4,000, which is not a lot, but I was able to secure a property that was cash flowing from day one. And then, once you have that taste, it's like you don't want to stop. You just go on to the next one and the next one. And then it just became a game. I remember one time when one of my mentors asked me, "Sadhana, how many properties do you own?"
Mhm.
And I literally had to write them out, and I was at 18. I owned 18 properties, and they added up to something like 46 tenants. I was like, holy smokes, what have I done? And it was just unbelievable because, like I said, you just start to think it's not about if I can do it, it's about how can I do it. I did not think even for a moment, oh my God, I'm a single mom. Who's going to give me a mortgage? Oh my God, I only make $50,000. Oh my God. I don't believe in all of that. I just go out there and do it. Yes, I may make mistakes, but at the same time, I have just as equal an opportunity to be a success as well.
Wow, what a gutsy way for you to say, but a tough one for all of us to understand. And that's why you stand as a millionaire mom, and we are still looking to learn from you. Now, what other opportunities, what other things started to happen to you? You knew at that time this is going to be your life changing perspective, this is going to be the world for you, the new world for you?
Not at all. Not at all. Because, like I said, my only reason that I got into real estate, or actually, I shouldn't even say real estate, for the reason I was looking for extra income. That was my reason. And my reason was my boys. They were smart kids. I'm looking at them and I'm like, if they go to university and I have no support from my ex, how am I going to do this? So, my reason again was I wanted to put my kids through school, university, debt free. And I did. Two of my boys are doctors now. One of them has done his MBA from Northwestern. So I'm a proud mom of three boys, which I can say, I don't want to say I raised them on my own because, obviously father has a role in all of that. I'm not trying to be like that, but I can actually say I've paid for everything that they have come through. And I am proud of that because for me, it also became that I want to do this. I want to be able to prove to myself that I can do this with or without him, with or without his support. It didn't matter whether I had his support or not. I wanted to do it for my children.
Beautiful. Folks, if you haven't picked it up, you actually know now She's the real deal. She's survival to thriving is something, a new story today. We are seeing and hearing about it. And a gutsy way to move forward in order to see. As a law clerk, she found an opportunity in capitalizing on one real estate. From there, she get into the habit of going through. And then what she really saying this, because most of us wanted to know the end result today, which is not needed, because she said, I didn't knew this is going to be changing. She didn't knew that this will be the new world for her, but she kept on going by the leap of hope and the leap of desire that this is way to be, because she need to support her family, and she did that. The end result, three happy qualified boys out there making their own world. But Sadhana is so happy and satisfied and gratified. Now she's able to give that knowledge, give that courage to you. And we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. We're going to ask Sadhana how she's doing now, what she's up to, because I know there's plethora of information for you to learn how to get into the real estate market now, because you never time the market, you measure what is the time in the market. For that, stay tuned. We'll be right back after the short break. My name is Rizwan, your host, and my guest Sadhana, who is single mom millionaire. We'll be right back. Welcome to the show, Outliers show. Yes, it is based on you. You are the one who is living outside the boundaries of the normal people and doing something extraordinary. You are capitalizing on each opportunity and making that opportunity a life-changing event for you and others. You are the one then going to put yourself in front of more opportunities and gaining more success. And then this snowball effect made you huge entrepreneur, an experienced professional, the person who is making the difference. And I love to know about you, your story, your undertaking, your opportunities, your success, your struggles, and what are your future endeavors. I'm hugely indebted by Malcolm Gladwell's book, The Outliers, and where he talks about the opportunity, and I really fall in love with that, and I got to reread that book, and I inspire so much that I want to know about your opportunities, your success, how you are living the life as an outlier. A show that emphasis on opportunity, struggles, and success. Outlier show. At this show, we're looking for people like you, the people who are looking at the outskirt of human potential doing something extraordinary. This is where you're going to meet philanthropists, professionals, business owners, and people who are really making the difference as an outlier. Outlier show. We need you. Welcome back, Outlier show. Your host Rizwan Rashid and my guest Sadhana Sabharwal, single mom millionaire, talking about her life history, how she got into the real estate market and becoming a millionaire and multi unit owner. We just learned how she capitalized on and her opportunity and how she evolved as the person. Now she's fulfilled within her life and she's wanted to make you the person who's going to be the next outlier, the next millionaire. So I wanted to ask Sadhana, continuing to the to from our previous conversation, when did you actually start seeing success and growth coming together? Because you mentioned you bought property and then multiple properties, but when the circle started to happen makes sense to you?
So, because as we said right at the beginning, I was divorced when all of this started. So I've always had very limited amount of money. So for me, it was never about, oh my God, I can go out there and buy 10 properties in one time. That wasn't the case. So what happened was, like, the one of the deals I did was a tax sale property. I bought it for $5,000. I fixed it all up. Uncle Home Depot helped.
Yeah.
And so then what happens at that time is, once you're all fixed up, you go back to the bank and you refinance. Now you take out all your money. I paid off my credit card. I paid off Uncle Home Depot, and I actually had money left over. I still own that 2 bedroom bungalow, and it's rented. It gives me positive cash flow every month. Now, for those of you who don't know what positive cash flow is, it's basically your income, which is your rental income and any other income, minus all the expenses for the property, and what's left over is positive cash flow. And that's the kind of property I buy. I buy everything that will give me something every month at the end of the month.
So, folks, you just witnessed that it is not about resources, it's about your burning desire. She actually used her talk about credit card, she talked about Home Depot, all the credit and a lot of her hard work coming into reality to making one. Because if folks, you are waiting for all the things happen to be perfect in order to start, it's not going to happen. You got to start now. And I'm going to ask her, how do you now, as a coach, as a mentor, as a people who's going to look out, seek out to you, Sadhana, how do you give them the new world of opportunities? How do you give them the ideas to get in front of these opportunities, real estate markets?
So, my first and foremost thing that I tell everybody is that imperfect action is better than no action. You can learn, but if you don't do anything with it, it's not going to take you anywhere. Now, my 12 years of real estate investing, and I've done, I think, over 30, 35 properties. If I was to sit here and tell you each and every property went smooth, I would be lying. And that's not the facts I want to share with you. Yes, I've had some setbacks. Yes, I've had some screw ups. But you know what? At the end of the day, after 12 years, I can sit here and tell you I am financially free. I have put my kids through university, which is what I set out to do. I am not, when I retire, I'm not going to be a burden on society. I'm not going to be a burden on my children. And that to me is so much relief. So now, when I think about my life, I actually can say I've succeeded. I've succeeded as a single mom because I've been able to do everything that I wanted to do. I just never played the victim game. I never did, and I never will. Because to me, if I stay positive, I'm going to attract more positive. If I become negative, I'm going to attract more negative. And this is where I actually am thinking, I always say God's job is to keep his kids happy. If I complain all the time, God's going to think that I'm happy complaining. And oh my God, this child of mine loves complaining. Let me give them more reasons to complain because God wants to see me happy. So it's up to me what makes me happy. And I share that because that's the end game. That is what's going to take you forward.
What well, I love when you coin the concept about imperfect actions, and that is where the real deal comes in. This is where the real people who's actually gone through some of the adverse to really great places because they know what it takes to be there. Sadhana, we've been listening to you, and we find that you must have come up with new avenues, latest quest to share with our audience who now want to really learn and know about you. So, what is your latest quest these days?
My God. So, as I said, I've been working on real estate. And when COVID happened, I wasn't working at all. So, I had a COVID baby. I thought of why not share all that knowledge that I have. And I've been working at a law office for the last 25, and I've been in the law field for about 35 years. And all of my investment knowledge, why not package it all together into an online course? And that is when my online course called the No Money Down Academy was born. So right now I'm just nurturing my baby again.
No money down. What does that means? Like,
That means, okay, so no money down investing, and that's what I call myself an expert at, because how else can a single mom be able to buy and sell over 30 properties?
hmm.
So the no money down means the money is still required for the deal, but it doesn't have to be mine.
Uh-huh.
So either you find somebody who can invest with you, or you find sellers who can give you money. I have worked with promissory notes. I've borrowed from coworkers, I've borrowed from family, I've borrowed from real estate agents, anything and everything that makes it a no money down for me. And that's what I teach people. So this course is basically, as I said, an extract of everything that I have gone through. I teach you everything in this course, including how I made my deals no money down. And that is like one of the, I'm going to say here, one of the modules is where I literally take you inside my brain. And I'm going to say my brain only works one way. How do I make this deal a no money down? Or how do I take my money out the quickest way possible so I can recycle my money?
Beautiful. She exudes authority and she is talking to you about hustling. So, this is not that how I cannot do it, but how can I do it rather than, borrowing money from the bank, borrowing money for credit card, borrowing money from the sellers or anybody and everybody you know, because as you are a hustler, as you know you're going to make money, you will transform this knowledge, your enthusiasm to others, that they will make money together with you. You will be able to team up with that. So how do they get in touch with you, how they reach out to you, how they can register on this course with you?
So my website is singlemommillionaire.com. So that's one. If they want to look for the course, and we do hold trainings time to time, I don't know exactly when the next one will be, but you can just go to www.the no money down academy.com, and they can register over there. And I think I also give a free guide, which is 10 ways to buy real estate with no money.
So, folks, if you're listening, they will be on your screen. You can see. If you wanted to know about more on Sadhana, how she has evolved, her website is singlemommillionaire.com, and the course itself is the No Money downacademy.com. She just completed, I think, second session, and she will be looking for second session, but you have to pre-register in order to get this to the course. And ladies especially, if you're looking to subsidize in your income, or add more income, or the income which you really desire in order to fulfill your demands or wants or desires, this would be a great resource to start with, because Sadhana has done it. Sadhana has done it so well that she's going to help you because she believes in spreading the knowledge. I love the word she said, COVID baby, and COVID has given us a lot of grief and put a scars on our souls by limiting us to meet us, but definitely open up, because you never had been ability to actually have a one-on-one conversation, one-on-one talk with Sadhana because of all of her knowledge and busyness. But now you have the ability, wherever in the part of the world you are, is to access her knowledge and do what she has done really, really well. Sadhana, I declare you as an outlier. What message you want to leave our audience with tonight's show in order to get into this real estate market and capitalize on the opportunities they have and they are seeing all across?
You know what? It all starts with belief. You have to believe in yourself. And then at the same time, unless you believe in yourself, I can't believe in you. So whatever you put out there for yourself is true. If I say to myself, I wake up every morning and I say to myself, I can't do this, it's true. If I say, how can I do this? My brain is going to work. How can I do it? Instead of answer, like whatever question we ask of ourselves are the answers we're going to get. So if my question to me is going to be, why don't I get any opportunities? The universe is going to answer that question by saying, oh, this is why you don't get that. This is why you don't get that. But at the same time, if I say, how can I avail that opportunity? Then the answer will be, oh, maybe you should do this or you could do this. So it's all in the questions we ask ourselves. So believe in yourself that you can do anything you want to. I never thought I would be a real estate investor, leave alone having a course online. But I did. Not because I could see 12 years down the road. No, because I'm no more special than anybody else out there. I am just as common as you are. But I had my reasons. My reasons were my boys. And that's all my focus was. I wanted to put my kids through university without any debt, and I've done that. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my kids being smart. I'm grateful for me having enough common sense to say, okay, you know what? Let me do this. Let me figure out more ways. And you can do the same thing. Nothing is stopping you except you. Get out there, make those connections, and start asking yourself, how can you do it?
Love it. Love it. What a noble thought that puts your unconscious mind in that amount of discovery that you can do it. Sadhana, it has been an honor and pleasure to know you and learn from you. And I look forward a lot of people connecting with you because you are able to give that because you have been living in that moments of life as a single mom millionaire. You truly exude authority that connecting with a lot of other women and especially the guys out there who want to explore the real estate market. Thank you so much for on the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here. I wish to share all my knowledge. If you guys want to reach out to me, yes, I am on LinkedIn. I am on Facebook as well. So go out ahead and just send me a message, and you'll be surprised that you will hear back from me.
Awesome. You're watching Outlier Show, the show that features people from all around the world who are living on the outskirt of human potential. And today, Sadhana proved it really well. She is an outlier. Keep watching Outlier Show. Until next week.